So here we have a probability question, and they give us a lot of information. The probability that it rains on a day in June is 0.2, and then it says when it rains, the probability the tennis match is cancelled is 0.7. And when it does not rain, the probability that the tennis match is not cancelled is 0.95. Okay, I can't possibly hold all that information in my head, but luckily they asked me to complete a tree diagram, so I should be able to do it bit by bit. Okay, here we go. So, first decision, is it going to rain? Probability of raining, we're told at the top there, is 0.2. What about the probability that it doesn't rain, does not rain? Well, our fundamental thing in probability, if you look in the first blue box, is that the total probability is equal to 1. Or in other words, the probability of A happening, let's call A raining, plus the probability of A not happening, that's what that dot, the dash tells you. So that's probability of A plus the probability of not A, in this case rain and not rain. The probability of those two things must add up to 1. And so what adds up to 1 with 0.2? Answer 0.8. Okay, so I can say 0.2 plus 0.8 is 1. Right, let's just go through the diagram now. If it rains, what's the probability the match is cancelled? Well, it tells me that. That's there. It's 0.7. Okay, and using a similar argument to before, what adds up to 1 with 0.7? Well, 0.3. Okay, and what about the other piece of information? When it does not rain, the probability my tennis match is not cancelled, so that's this one, is 0.95. Okay, and now we just have to think what adds up to give 1 with 0.95? Well, 0.05. Okay, think about that carefully. 95 plus 5 is 100, and in this case 100 would be 1. Think about it in percentages if you want to. Right, what does it ask me to do next? Work out the probability that on a day in June it does not rain and my tennis match is cancelled. Okay, so let's write that down. Let's write it down as a probability. So the probability of not rain, we could use rain dashed if you like, but I'm not going to, and cancelled. Okay, well, let's just have a quick look at this blue box over here. We've got combined probabilities. Two things are happening, and whenever I see an and, I write a times. Okay, so probability of not rain is here, and then cancelled is here, given it hasn't rained, and so I get this is 0.8 times 0.05. Now I've got to do 0.8 times 0.05 without a calculator. Is that fair? Well, yes it is really, because it's just 5 times 8, is it not? 5 times 8 is 40, but I need how many decimal points here? Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how do I write 40 with 3 decimal points? Let's write that down. Well, 40, I need to put a 0 in front of it, and there's my 3 decimal places. So 0.8 times 0.05 is 0.040, or if you like, just 0.04, and that is the probability I'm looking for.